Hello everybody, my name is Megan and welcome to welcome back. We're doing something a little bit new this week. We'll see how this goes, but I figured I'm going home. I'm running errands. I have some life updates, so if that's something that you're interested in, let's stick around and hang out for a little bit. This was not planned. I actually, fun fact, I have one of those little like magnetic camera things that like attaches to the back of my phone so I can use my rear camera to like vlog style because I want to do more like vlog stuff. However, it's actually not with me right now. It's at home. So we're just using the front camera. And so if things switch around throughout the week, that will be why. I am at IKEA. I need literally one item from IKEA. And I was driving past it because I just took Nicholas back to the airport. I've gone to the airport 3 times in 3 days. It's been rough. Well, I will because tomorrow I drive myself to the airport. It's been a week. It's been a week. I graduated with my I walked for my master's. I graduated back in December. But anyway, walked for my master's. Had to get dad from the airport. I flew into town, picked my dad up from the airport the next day. Then I didn't have to go to the airport. Then I did for like 2 days back to back, 3 days back to back. And then I go, so anyway. But yeah, let's just try this out. Let's walk around, go grab what I need from IKEA. I also need to run to Target and maybe the half price bookstore. Not because I need to, but because I would like to. And then figure this out. I got to pack. I'm moving soon, so like there's just a lot happening that like we're just gonna chit chat through. But with that being said, let's go ahead and let's go. I will say this is new to me. I don't usually film out in the wild, so we'll see how I'm feeling. I don't know. What I do know is that I love IKEA, but I don't really have time. I guess I have time to do the showroom. I basically took like the afternoon off as far as work is concerned. But we'll see. We'll see how I feel. Maybe I'll go through the showroom. I like it, but I probably won't because I have other things to do today. These little chairs and bistro sets are super cute. I always love them, but I have a few actually. I just never use them, so I think that should just be my sign. This is actually what I'm looking for. I use them to store my makeup palettes, and I have more palettes than I have spaces right now. So I'm gonna grab one of these. They're $6. Hope you can see what I'm talking about. Right here, looks like that little dish rack. That was all I really needed, so I guess that's what we're just gonna peruse. But again, I really don't need anything new considering I'm moving soon, so this is probably my best idea, but. All right, I am back. Clearly did not plan that through very well. I don't know what y'all saw or didn't see. I realized that I probably should have had my headphone in. However, again, because this was not my plan, I didn't bring my headphones. So, there's that. But I'll show you guys what I got. Little IKEA haul spur of the moment. So the one thing that I actually went to IKEA for is this little $6 dish rack, right? You know, whatever. I would never use it for my dishes. I just feel like I would spend so much money on $6 dish racks. However, for my makeup palettes, all day, every day. I've always had one for the last couple of years and I really like it. It works really well. But I kind of decided recently that like I have been purchasing some palettes. I want a second one so that way I have my palettes out, because honestly when they're like in my drawer I just forget about them. So obviously like some of my quads won't fit, but I'm hoping that everything else will. So there's that. And then this candle got me. I don't know what it's called. Looks like this. It smells like, I think it's supposed to be like an orchid scent just based off of the photo, but it smells like plumerias. And I had plumerias in my backyard growing up and I love the smell of the plumeria flowers. So I bought this because that's what it reminds me of and I'm happy. I also ended up getting 2 of these, you know, cat dog dish bowls. I do have 2 kitties. I love them very much, Milo and Pokey. They're awesome. If you stick around, you will for sure see more videos where they are included. But I have like one set of bowls that are both small, and I have one set of bowls that has a big bowl and a small bowl. And I would use the big bowl for water and the small bowl for food. But I don't know, sometimes like when I'm gonna be gone, I want them to have a big bowl for food so that my roommate can just like feed them once and not really have to worry about it, because I get worried when I'm not there that like they're not getting fed the right, you know what I mean? Like they already don't get wet food when I'm gone. I just want to make sure they don't go hungry. So I did pick up 2 of these in this like, what is it, like a 6-inch size. So yeah, they're cute. They are like navy blue on the inside and then with navy blue stripes. I don't know if I showed or not. I did also pick up a like water resistant blanket. I ended up putting that back, as well as the mat that kind of went with these, because I figured I do already have 2 mats that I use for food bowls. Like I don't need a third, you know what I mean? Like it was only $1.99. It was really cute, but fact of the matter is I didn't need it. So I'm proud of myself there. And then last things that I picked up were in that little like checkout line. I am not a lint roller person. It just like, I feel like, yeah, I'm gonna have cat fur on me. I have 2 cats, but I'm never like covered in cat fur, you know what I mean? My boyfriend, however, can't stand, like he needs to lint roll all the time. And the cat fur doesn't really bother him unless it's on the pillow, which of course, the cats were there first. And so they slept on his side of the bed before he got here. And now that he's here, they still sleep on his side of the bed because it's not his side of the bed, it's their side of the bed, if you know what I mean? So I did get a little 59-cent lint roller, as well as the refills were on sale from $4 a pack to $2 a pack. So I did go ahead and pick up like 8 refills essentially. They look pretty small. I don't know how long they'll last, but I figure a lint roller is a lint roller is a lint roller. And if these were half off and that was 59 cents, I'm not mad about it. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get out of this dark little shopping parking complex and make our way over to the Target and potentially the half price bookstore. Okay, we have made it to Target. What I need from Target, I need my vitamin C serum. I'm very close to running out, so I might as well just repurchase it. I also want to pick up a phone, or not a phone charger, a charger for my MacBook, because my charger broke. So I've been using my work computer charger, but I should probably just get my own charger, you know what I mean? So I will need to pick up one of those. If they have like a phone suction cup thing to like attach to a dashboard, I might consider getting one of those as well. Just a thought, just something to like kind of keep my phone up, so that way I could potentially get, you know, more into the vlogs. Yeah, that's really, there's something else I feel like on my list, but now I can't think of what it is. So that's what we're going for. And if we find something else, we find something else. So with that being said, let's go ahead and head in. I also realized a little bit ago that I forgot to put earrings in today. So here we are. Let's do it. All right. So I had every intention of, again, like showing you what I was doing in Target. And then honestly, it was just packed and loud. And I was like, I'm not doing this. I don't have it in me. But I'll show you guys what I got, because that's always fun. I swear to God. 1 second. Okay. So, part of what I do at the university, fun fact, is visits. That's all I do, is just manage visits and schedules. And I have this one parent who calls me for every single thing. I'm like, ma'am, I can't help you. I'm literally on my day off. It just forwards to like my phone. I can't help you. I will transfer you to the person that you need to keep calling, but please stop calling me. So anyway, that's what that was. But what I picked up from Target was this Bracketron. vent slash dash mount. That's what we're currently using. I'm not gonna lie, I don't feel great about it. Not feeling 100%, but it works enough, I guess. Steering wheel is kind of in the way, but there's not really a better place to put it. So like here, my phone's still out of the way, you know what I mean? Because I don't want to get my face while driving. Anyway, but yeah, picked this up for 15 bucks. So it's gonna be what it's gonna be. And then I also am a sucker for a good macaron. So I picked up the spring macarons from Favorite Day brand, which is just Target's line, I believe. I have no idea. Looks kind of like a Target brand thing, but I'm excited either way. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna need to figure out a different way to position this, because this is gonna bother me, I think, after a while. I also picked up a USB-C to USB-C cable, as well as a USB-C power adapter, because my laptop charger broke. So like I said earlier, I've just been using my work one, but I probably shouldn't do that. I mean, it's fine as long as I work there, but as we mentioned, I'm moving, so I'm not gonna have that option for long. And then I picked up from Coco Kind the Ceramide Barrier Serum. This is one of my go-tos, as well as the Naturium Vitamin C Serum. So again, here we are, and let's continue on our merry way. Okay, so I think I got my little tripod reset up, but honestly, I'm scared to like use it right now because I just got it. You know, like I want it to like sit. I don't know, maybe it'll get like hot in here because it's, you know, nearing summer months and like really just adhere. So I will just show you guys. I have a problem with the half price bookstore. I knew I shouldn't have gone in there, but honestly, I'm not mad that I did, because for $42, I bought 5 basically brand new books. So I have picked up The Woman Outside Your Door, or sorry, The Woman Outside My Door. I picked up Final Girls. I grabbed Just the Nicest Couple. And then I believe the first 2 books of the Handmaid series, which would be, I think, The Handmaid and then The Handmaid's Secret. I do know that there's a 3rd book. It's white. I can't think of whether that one is like the first book or the 3rd book in the series, but I'll figure that out eventually. I clearly have plenty of books to read, so it's like I need to start reading right away. Yeah, do I definitely have like 8 or 9 books at home that I haven't opened yet? Yeah, but we're gonna add these 5 to the list, and honestly, I'm not mad about it. So let's go home. I have things to do today. I need to finish laundry. Nick started it this morning before he left. I need to finish laundry. I need to pack. I just kind of need to get myself situated because, again, I am going out of town tomorrow. And yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And then I'll be telling y'all about my life, about my updates, about what's going on in my neck of the woods and in my world. So if that is something you're interested in, my move, my impending move, and just kind of life updates. We're having a good time over here. Duh. All right, so I'm out of the shower. I did not wash my hair though, because I think I'm going to throw some oils in my hair and then wash it in the morning. I don't know, I haven't really decided. I have never really done like hair oiling. I'm intrigued to get into it. So if you have any tips, tricks, anything like that, let me know in the comments, because it's something that I would like to get into. I have very curly hair naturally, but it's like a low porosity hair. If that rings a bell to any of y'all, let me know. But I'm just gonna go in with this Briogeo Scalp Revival on my scalp, and then this LIA Organic Hair Growth Oil on my scalp through my ends. Kind of just using everything. I also have some castor oil. I don't know if that would be good for my hair as well. Maybe I'll throw that in like my very ends. Would that help me? Would that hurt me? Is that a terrible idea? Somebody please help. I don't know anything. So yeah, let's just go ahead. Here's my deal. So I've mentioned an impending move a few times, and I also don't really like when's the best time on my channel to like talk about that, or like in this video. Obviously, I have mentioned already that I'm going to be talking about it in this video, but here's the deal. I am from California originally. If you are like an OG, you know that. I don't know if I actually have any like OGs. So if you aren't like from like way back in the day, and I'm talking like 2017 when I was literally 17 years old, like I think I've privated most of my videos from that time, because honestly, if I didn't, I should. But I'm from California originally. I mention it from time to time. I then went to Boston College, moved out to Boston. I was 17 years old. That was a terrible experience. Honestly, that would make like a great story in one of my like little vlogs if I actually start doing these more often. Let me know, because honestly, it's something I'd be really down to do. I just don't know if anybody would be interested in that aside from me. You know what I mean? But also, you know, I should make the content that I want to make. But anyway, yeah, so, you know, fit hit the shan, for lack of a better expression on that one. And I ended up moving back home to California, played volleyball out at a junior college, and just kind of like bided my time for a hot minute. I was expecting to go back to a Division I. I did not. COVID hit. I had a torn shoulder. Like, it just was not in the cards for me. That was not my path, apparently. So I ended up transferring to a small NAIA in Kansas, which is where I am now. I've mentioned before that I'm a small town in Kansas. And honestly, I've been here for about 4 years and I really love it. But I always told myself, like, this place has a way of like collecting lifers where like people will come in from wherever they were in the world, in the country, whatever. And they come to my school for like undergrad or grad school. They get a good job at the school and then they just stay here for the rest of their life. And as much as I love this town and I love this school, I knew from the beginning that I didn't want that to be for me. I have always kind of enjoyed living in a small town, like, or at least the thought of it, and then like actually being here. I do really enjoy being in a small town. And I can see myself like moving back to a place similar to this town, like way down the line when I'm like looking to start a family. But fact of the matter is, like, I don't want that for me right now in my like mid to late 20s, because that's like kind of the age that I'm getting in. And I've always kind of been a little bit interested in going back to the East Coast, though it's never been like a set plan for me. However, I did meet my boyfriend a couple years ago, and he is a Maryland native, and you know, things just kind of progressed the way that they progressed, and he got a job in South Carolina last year, and I was super excited about that. I've always wanted to live in the South. It's funny enough, like when I was in Boston, I never wanted to be like in Boston as much as I love Boston. My goal was always to like, I was exclusively talking to schools in the South, and I committed to Boston College, which is really funny. And so when Nicholas ended up in the South, I was like, oh my God, like this is meant to be, like I should be here, right? Like you know, this is what's gonna happen. And then he actually got a job up in Maryland a couple weeks ago. And so he is starting that move, and I will be moving with him cross country to Maryland. I've given it a lot of thought because I've never wanted to be somebody who's like moving solely for a guy. And I've always told myself I wouldn't be. And so like, I've had this weird back and forth feeling with myself about like, is that what I'm doing? Am I just moving there because of him? But fact of the matter is, like, I'm not. He's definitely a driving force. But it's funny because like, as excited as I was to go to South Carolina and like just be in the South and stuff like that, originally I had always kind of talked about the idea of like moving back to specifically Boston, but like kind of the Northeast in general. And it's so funny because like when he first took the job in South Carolina, I remember being so sad about it because I was like, damn, like we were talking about moving back to the Northeast, like where his family's from, where I want to be, like, you know, like, am I gonna follow a man just to follow a man like down to South Carolina? And then I was like, Megan, you always wanted to be in the South. So then I was like, you know what, like super excited about it. And then when he told me, like, when we talked about him taking the job in Maryland, I was so just like, fuck, like, am I moving just to follow a man because now we're going to Maryland? But then I was like, Megan, that's also where you wanted to be. Like, you know, you're not even 25. Like, there's still plenty of time for you to like go explore all these places. Like, you're not trying to settle down. We're not trying to have kids. Like, we're not even engaged, you know, like I really don't have anything stopping me from like up and moving in a couple years if I decide that this isn't a good fit for me or what I need in my life. And not that I think I'll do that. Like I absolutely love Nicholas. Like I truly see him as somebody that I can marry. But like fact of the matter is, like, I'm doing this move because I want to do this move so I can like do something that I've wanted to do, but also so I can be with him. Brief intermission, I was grabbing my casserole. But yeah, so that's kind of been the plan, honestly, for the last little bit, is that, you know, we've talked about moving to Maryland now for a few weeks because, I mean, he's in like the college coaching world, which is actually somewhere that I'm actively leaving, which is kind of funny. But it definitely, like, stuff happens fast. But, you know, we've been talking about, like, oh, yeah, like, when I move, you know, sometime over summer, but there's never been, like, a true date to it. And so because of, like, what I do for work, I work in the admissions department, and, like, it's just, like, budgetary reasons, stuff like that. In order to, like, benefit my boss in my department, who honestly have done so well by me that, like, I want to do well by them too, I had to, like, decide on my last day, even though I don't have a job yet in Baltimore. So that was pretty scary because, like, my last day in my, you know, my absolute drop dead last day, this is a mess. Castor oil was not the move, guys. For anybody in the comments, castor oil was not the move. But yeah, so I submitted my last day as July 18th. It's currently May 5th, so I do have some time. When I'm home this week, I'm really gonna, like, dive deeply into the job search, and I'm excited, but, like, it just made it so much more real. It's not like some, oh, down the line, like, when I leave my job. Like, I have an end date. I have to, like, get my shit together now, which is equal parts really exciting because, honestly, like, I think I needed that push to, like, really start looking for jobs, but also, like, now it's real, you know what I mean? Like, now I actually have that hard and fast, like, I'm leaving my job, whether or not I have a job, absolutely no later than July 18th. I have, you know, my boss really, because he, like, I do, like, not to sound like that person, like, I'm good at what I do. And so my boss wants me to be the person to, like, select the next person in my role. So I'm a part of that, like, hiring team. He's like, he told me, he's like, I don't want to be a part of this. Like, this is 100% you. Put somebody there who's going to be just like you because, like, I don't want to lose you, basically, which is honestly, like, an awesome feeling. But I've already found somebody. It was one of my students that was working for me last year. And I'm really excited for him to have this opportunity as well. But it's just, like, it's just so real. Like, you know, like, I'm finally, I don't have a choice. Like, it's happening. I've given up my job, and given again, like, it's not for a few months, but, like, still, it's real, and that's scary for me a little bit because I do love where I am. My cat's doing something weird. Are you inside my suitcase? You know what? Have a good time, man. Party it up. I don't care. But yeah, it's just, like, super surreal and, like, exciting, but also terrifying. Like, I'm gonna have to move across the country with 2 cats. How am I gonna do that? You know, like, hotel seems like a nightmare. I'm not gonna drive, you know, 18, 19, 20 hours plus however long it is straight. I physically can't, like, with just how my hip is, even after my surgery, like, I can't do that, and I know I can't do that. So, like, I just literally, like, logistically, what's gonna be the easiest thing? You know, Nick's probably gonna be in season and not able to come out here and help me move. Like, my parents and my siblings, like, they have their own stuff going on. Like, they can't guarantee that they're gonna be able to be out here to, like, help me with all of this. And so it's kind of scary, like, having to figure all of it out on my own. But I know that I have a really great support system, and that's making it feel a little bit better. But I don't know, I feel like I don't want to keep, like, harping in on it. Plus, I feel like my hair is fairly oiled up, you know, sufficiently well. But yeah, that's just kind of how I'm feeling. And so, assuming, like, y'all enjoy the vlog style thing, it's something that I want to get into. I'm just really, really bad at remembering to do it. But, you know, I want to do, like, move with me, unpack with me, like, you know, furnish my new apartment with me, because fact of the matter is, like, I'm going to sell most of my stuff that's here. And, like, Nick and I are just going to kind of start fresh, which, again, I'm really excited for. But again, like, that's scary too. Like, that's, you know, the apartments there are a lot smaller than my room here. Like, so I'm, you know, my king size bed isn't going to fit. We're going to have to get rid of it just because we literally have to get rid of it. It's not going to fit in the room. And, like, so I have to buy all new things, literally out of necessity. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm a little bit nervous. I'm a little bit scared. I'm a little bit anxious, but I feel like that's kind of to be expected. And I feel like if I wasn't, that would be weird. So I guess I feel good about that then. But yeah, let me know what y'all think. Have you guys done like big moves like this? I don't know. It's a little nervy for me, but I'm looking forward to this week, like actually sitting down and like grinding out on applications and whatnot. I will be working remotely this week, as I think I mentioned earlier. I'm going back to California for a little bit. So I am excited to, like, while I'm working remote, have that opportunity to, like, you know, get some of that stuff done. But I don't know. It's exciting and scary all at the same time, because like I've never really had a situation like this. Like, I've been fortunate enough, and I think like I'm okay with my education. I have an MBA, I have 2 AAs, I have my bachelor's obviously because I have an MBA. You know, I have really good work experience. I have director experience, I have coordinator experience, I have event coordination experience, I have budgeting experience. Like, I think I'm gonna be okay, but I also know that like the job market isn't always phenomenal, and just because you have a really good resume and you're really qualified for something doesn't mean that you'll get that job. And like, I've been fortunate enough that like the position that I'm currently in, I was a graduate assistant for the women's volleyball team here. And like the woman who was in my role got fired. And like everybody who was anybody on campus immediately thought of me. And I was just like literally handed that role because I had proven myself earlier on. So like, I'm thinking about it, I've never really even gone through like an interview experience, because aside from like when I was, you know, being recruited and stuff like that, like I've never had like a formal job interview. And I feel like I sound entitled saying that, but I'm not. It's just like I've proven myself throughout everything, that I've put myself in a position where like things does that make sense? Like, I feel weird saying this, but like I know what I mean. Like, it's not like, oh, daddy gave you your job sort of a deal. Like, I've definitely worked hard to be in the position where people thought of me when this position opened up. But yeah, I'm rambling, and I think that, like I said, my hair is sufficiently old. We're going to go ahead and throw this up. I'm going to get some stuff done tonight. I probably won't vlog any of it. And then, yeah, I think I'll see you guys in the morning. I have a new, like, curl thing that has been, like, all over my TikTok For You page, and I was interested in trying it. And I also have a new head attachment for my Dyson. And I think I'm going to let my hair be kind of curly tomorrow. Probably not a good idea before I get in a plane, but here we are, you know, full of not always the best ideas. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys are, like, interested in seeing any, like, moving content and stuff like that. And just, like, me adapting aside, like, into my, like, new stage of life, aside from just, like, through my Project Pan videos and stuff like that. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Morning, I am back. We hair all a little bit last night. We are now out of the shower, hair is washed, and I think I'm about to make a terrible decision, but here we are. I'm gonna go ahead and try the Color Wow Dream Coat for curly hair. I have never tried this before. It came in the mail when I was out of town last week, so I'm very excited about it. And then I am going to go ahead, I bought the Dyson Airwrap diffuser attachment, so I'm gonna go ahead and give this a shot. Honestly, if I like this, I'm gonna get rid of my other hairdryer, because the whole reason I have that other hairdryer is for the diffuser. So fingers crossed that I like this. But yeah, let's go ahead and just kind of jump on in. The instructions say, after shampooing or wetting hair, remove excess moisture, comb if desired, spray hair liberally section by section until soaked, making sure to spray underneath the sections, air dry or blow dry using a diffuser. So that's what we're gonna do today. I have my hairbrush. I got this from Amazon, but it's amazing. It has like these little ridges. I don't know. It's supposed to help with like curl clumping, but honestly, this is the only hairbrush I think that I've ever used where like it doesn't take me forever to brush my hair. Like, my hair gets, you know, sufficiently detangled in like only a few pass-throughs, and honestly, it's amazing. And it was like $10 on Amazon. Couldn't get it Prime, so that sucked, but honestly, the like week of shipping was totally worth it because this thing is amazing. I think it's a dupe of like the Bounce brush. I don't know. That one was expensive. And they were just out of stock when I was trying to buy it. So would have bought that one, honestly, but they're out of stock, so what's my next option? Okay, so let's go ahead and toss this a little bit up. And take my hair. I'm really nervous this isn't gonna go well. Okay. I just feel like I have so much hair that it always takes so much product to like saturate it. You know what I mean? Ugh. Like, my honest concern is that it's gonna take like almost this entire bottle just to do my hair one time. Although I do kind of feel like it's already maybe taking some form. I don't know. I also wonder too, sometimes when I use stuff like this, like, oh yeah, like my hair is getting like tapped, but like, is it just because my hair's already wet? You know what I mean? Like, is it the product that's saturating my hair? Or is it just like, am I using enough product, but I can't tell because my hair's already wet? You know what I mean?
You gaze upon my shoulders, I'll go. Heartbroken from the pressure. All I need is someone to stand by. Said all I need is one more sleepless night.
Oh, just missed my hair and got it straight in my face. It's like $8 right there. Damn it. So far, I like it. I've literally only just applied it and moved my hair around a little bit, but so far, it's looking good. So I'm intrigued to see how this continues. I wonder, can I see how much they use? No, the box, the container's pretty opaque. Okay. Now, the part that I dread the most about having my curly hair, and this is why usually I don't do anything with it to keep it curly, it takes years to diffuse my hair and like actually get it dried using a blow dryer. Yeah, and then when I do, I have to like retouch it up all the time because it's curly hair, so it starts to look gross. But I'm gonna go ahead and go at this for a little bit, and we will be back whenever we're back. Okay, so I am back. Honestly, okay, my hair is like maybe 90% dry. Like, there's definitely still some damp parts to it. I'm gonna be totally honest though, I have been like heat styling and straightening my hair a lot lately, so I feel like my curls would be a little more curly if, like, once they get back into the groove of being curls, you know what I mean? I'm not mad about it though. I don't know that this product does anything more than like my other things do. It is more lightweight though. So I do think I should take that into account. Like obviously if I'm using like a gel and a cream, like those are heavier products, whereas like I feel like I got similar results from something more lightweight, so that's good. Dyson Airwrap diffuser attachment. This thing is fucking awesome. Yeah, like the diffuser part comes out and I really like this, honestly. Like I found use for both. I almost like this part better, like without, I don't know. But I will say, like I'm not, I feel like I'm using this microphone. I'm not the best with like a diffuser. I know that about myself. It's an area where I can definitely improve. It took me like 22 minutes though. I watched an entire Samantha March video and it was about 17 minutes long and like I did a little extra zhuzhing. But again, my hair is not like 100% dry, but I think we're in a good enough spot where I can like somewhat comfortably like go about my day without it getting too messed up. I have no idea what the back looks like, so we're gonna find out together. Is it good? I hope it's good. I hope it's not bad. Okay, it's a little frizzy. There are some pieces I noticed as I was drying. I wonder if you guys can hear me. Where like I could just tell the curl wasn't as defined. It was a lot more frizzy. I think that's just an area where like I didn't saturate it well enough with it. This feels like it's like a quarter of the way empty now. Cause that's my thing. Like if I am going to have to use like go through this bottle like regularly, I don't think that this is something that I can maintain. As much as I may enjoy the product, like maybe it becomes like a zhuzh up product as opposed, you know, I don't know, just thoughts. But yeah, I'm not mad about it. I think it's definitely good. I'm really happy that I bought that diffuser attachment because it means I can get rid of my other blow dryer. And honestly, that thing is heavy and like it's fine, and my roommate uses it. And she's offered to buy it for me before if I don't ever want it anymore. So I'll figure I'll ask for like $10. Like I'm not trying to make it's a shitty Revlon. Like it's just a little Revlon hair dryer, so I'm not trying to make money off of her. You know what I mean? Whatever. Might just give it to her. I'm not too worried. But yeah, not mad. Don't know that I love it fully. But as always, like my hair is just so heavy and so thick that like the bottom's gonna curl really well and then the top is just gonna be like wavy. And that's something that personally bothers me. Do you have curly hair? Do you understand? What can I mean, obviously like sometimes I'll just like hold the diffuser here and like it helps a little bit, but I feel like as soon as I like take it down, it just falls apart. I need to stop messing with it, even though I am happy with like this chunk. It's this part that bothers me. I think I'm gonna throw in like a little hair oil just to kind of keep it like, you know, healthy, and then go about my day from there. I do need to pack. I have not done anything for packing. Yeah, like the middle chunk is still like wet and I know that I need to dry it, but I've focused my entire energies on this section of my hair and it still isn't dry. So I don't know, haven't quite decided how I want to go about that. But I still haven't packed and I leave for the airport in, I don't know what time it is because you have my phone. Probably like 3 hours now, so I should probably get that situated. Get going with that. Yeah. See you guys in a little bit. Well, hello again. So basically I've been home, is it recording? It is. I've been home for like a day and a half, 2 days almost now. Came home on Tuesday night. I'm now in California. So yeah, Wednesday, literally all of yesterday, I just like did work. I brought my computer. Like I'm just technically like working remote this week. So been dealing with all of that fun shenanigans. I did start applying for jobs. I had every intention of like, kind of like come with me as I apply for jobs, and then that just didn't really happen. I also don't know, my desk is like a disaster here, but like, is there a way? There we go. That's perfect. I was like, I just want a way to like prop y'all up so you guys can do this with me, because I really want to just like, you know, like in the morning when I'm doing my work, have you guys up with me, kind of like really just like vlog what's going on. So I know this works. This is super exciting. So in about an hour, I do have to leave. I'm just gonna give you like an update on the last couple days. So Nothing really too exciting has happened. My mom and I like went to lunch and like brought food back for the family. That was about it. My brother and I went to a smoothie place in town that I really, really love. I'm gonna get smoothies tomorrow. You guys come with me. I'll go get smoothies tomorrow. That'll be fun. But, so basically one of my brothers broke his phone like a week ago. And my dad ordered like a refurb, like whatever, like just ordered him a new phone. So I happened to be here at just the right time when that phone was delivered. And my dad's like, if you want it, you can have it. So I currently have a 12 Pro, which is what I'm using right now. Normally I film on like a huge like DSI camera, but for this little vlog style, like out ooch in a boot, if you will, I'm just gonna use my phone. But my brother had a 14 delivered. And so I talked to Ricky and I was like, hey, it's your phone. Like, I will happily take the new phone, but it is your phone at the end of the day. That phone was ordered for you because your phone broke. You know, which one do you want? He was like, I don't really care. I don't use it for anything aside, like, just having a phone. Honestly, my phone's fine. It needs a new battery, but that's really it. So I might do that tomorrow as well while I'm out. Just kind of, you know, do that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I sat down to like do the whole phone swap tonight, and then I was like, you know what? I'm going to think better about this. I'm going to wait until tomorrow morning, just because if and when something goes wrong, somebody in the house has a phone tonight. Plus, like, I use my phone to clock in and out of work. Like, I can't not have a phone for too long. So I figure like in the morning, I'll like get all my stuff situated, get myself clocked in, be on, do my work. And then on like my lunch break, I'll just run out and go make sure that the phones get swapped perfectly and probably get my battery replaced on this phone. So that way he at least has like a fully functional battery. Because I think my total battery life is like 74%. So it's about time to get updated anyway. But yeah, that is that. I have applied to like 8 or 9 jobs. I think I did 6 last night and I've done 3 today. 2 today, maybe 3 today. I don't know. But I've applied for a handful of jobs. I did get an email back from one of the places that I applied yesterday with like first round interviews, I guess is done through email. So we know that I've at least made it to the first round on one of them, which is awesome. It's not the job. It's not like, it's a good job. It's a job that I'm definitely qualified for. It's not necessarily something that I want to do. So, there's that, but it would be like a very solid job. Like, it'll pay the bills. I'll get paid more than I'm currently getting paid in Kansas. Like, I'll be fine with that job. I'll be happy with that job, but it's not like, oh my God, this is what I want to be. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, it's still exciting. I do need to compose that email to kind of like follow up and just, answer the questions for the first round of interviews. And then, yeah, Nick and I applied for an apartment last night. So I need to make sure that he finished up his side of that because we obviously, want to get an apartment. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and work on some of that stuff. And then in the next little bit, I'm going to run out and go do a confirmation rehearsal for my siblings. I will be their confirmation sponsor. They're getting confirmed on Sunday, so that's going to be exciting. But yeah, nothing crazy. Just kind of hanging out. Not a lot's happened. That's like my one thing when it comes to like vlogging is like, I feel like if I don't have something going on, then like it's not worth it. But sometimes I just remember like I just enjoy watching like chatty vlogs, which is like, oh, stream of consciousness, like you're just talking to me about whatever it is that you're interested in. Like I enjoy those videos. So presumably somebody would enjoy maybe listening to me do that. I don't know. If you follow my Project Pans, we're reapplying my lipstick because that's a big goal for this month. Is to make sure I do that. Okay, back to my emails. Okay, hey, something weird is going off on the little screen thing, but it's fine. We're just figuring out as we go along. Okay, so what happened was I went and I got my smoothie, and I couldn't decide if I wanted a green tea smoothie or the regular smoothie that I always get, like a red strawberry pineapple, so I got both. Not mad about it. Then I was like, you know what? I said I'm gonna have to probably go to the Verizon store today in addition to the Apple store, so let's do the Verizon store first. Even though I think Apple would be more helpful, Verizon was closer. So, ended up going to the Verizon store, and basically he said, wow, that's a tough situation to be in. You need to go to Apple. Tried to schedule with my closest Apple. They're not available until like tomorrow night. And I'm like, yeah, we're not doing that. So then we went like one Apple store out, which is, you know, an extra like 40 miles away. And they're available today at 3 o'clock. So I'm going to head that way now, I guess. And it's in a cute little shopping mall. So maybe we'll just go shopping for a little bit and kill some time until 3 o'clock when my appointment is. We're just figuring it out today, honestly. It's kind of the vibe. Kind of the vibe of this whole like little vlog, my whole home trip. If you haven't figured that out by now, we're just figuring it out. So yes. I ran into Ross to see if they had any phone cases for my new phone, just because again, like I said, my phone case that I ordered doesn't get in the mail until tomorrow now, and I don't feel the most comfortable having like a naked phone, no screen protector, no case. I feel like there's a lot of opportunities for this to go terribly wrong, but they had one phone case that was going to fit this phone, and it was the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. So we decided to skip that. Yeah, I think we're heading to Target. I think there's a Target close to the mall where we're going, all the way in good old Los Angeles. So I don't know. I'm just going to kind of figure it out today, and we'll see what happens. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to start driving, and I will chat with you guys shortly. So is it finally working? No, for whatever reason, my little thing is upside down. Like I can't. So anyway, here we are. I'm just going to have to try to like guess. So basically what ended up happening was I went to the Apple store that was like, you know, not close, because that was on like an appointment today. Long story short, they weren't able to help me, but I was at the Apple store, which is in the mall, which has a Sephora in it. So I was like, you know what, let's do like a little like shop with me at Sephora. This is gonna get kind of weird. I walked into that Sephora and it was just like the most surreal experience. I was not able to film a shop with me. That Sephora I've been to a few times before, and we're talking like 5-6 years ago now, and I have not been into that Sephora since, just because like it's not my closest Sephora, but that was the closest Sephora to where my ex-boyfriend lived. So like if he and I were going out to the mall, like we would go to that Sephora because I wanted to stop by. So like that was a weird experience. Like I walked in, I was just like, it was like a deja vu sort of a thing. I don't know. Bizarre. We haven't spoken to each other in like years, like, you know, whatever. But yeah, it was just like a really weird experience to be in a Sephora that I haven't been in, or like anywhere, I guess, that I haven't been in years. But the only time I would ever go into that specific place was with a specific person. Now I'm going by myself. It just felt really weird, and like filming wasn't like, I don't want to say it wasn't what my brain was, because it wasn't anything wild like that, but it was just like, it was different. It was interesting. It was I don't know how to explain it, but do you guys want to see what I got? Let's see if I can like prop this up. There we go, that's perfect. Now I can see. Okay, so anyway, again, my goal was to like do like a little shop with me thing in Sephora, and I walked in, and it was really crowded, and it was just like a weird like deja vu experience. Like I don't really know how to describe that other than like, if you know, you know. But this is what I got. From Kerastase, I picked up the like glaze hair oil drops. Very excited. I've heard they're really lightweight. I've heard good things. I've seen good things. So they've been on my list, and I just haven't bit the bullet. And today I finally did, after walking past them like 3 times and just being like, well, what if I just, so I did it. So I'm intrigued to try that out. I'm debating if I want to wash my hair tonight, because honestly my curls look pretty good, I feel like. And I have something to do in the morning, so I don't know if I should like wash my hair or just like ride them out. I don't know. I also picked up from Summer Fridays the Lip Butter Balm in the vanilla shade. This is actually what I went in there for. If you saw my Sephora haul at all, linked up in the cards, But in that haul, I talked about how I got the iced coffee version of this, and while I really, really like it, it has a little bit of a tint, and so I feel like I can't just like blindly apply it because like it gets all over my face a little bit. So I decided that I really like the formula, but I wanted to buy a different flavor that was clear. So I got the vanilla scent, and honestly, I'm happy with it. From Cali Ray, I got the Come Hell or High Water mascara. I've heard, again, phenomenal things. Actually, I've heard hit or miss. People either really love it or really, really hate it. So I'm gonna try it, and I guess I'll let you guys know what I think. I also finally decided that I was just going to go ahead and do it, and I picked up the Urban Decay Moondust eyeshadow in Space Cowboy. I've gone back and forth about if I like really, really want this, and kind of what I've come to the conclusion of is there's been a few times where I'm like, okay, if they have it, I'm getting it. Like, I'm intrigued. I think I want it. If they have it, I'm getting it. And they haven't had it in stock. And so same thing happened today. I was like, okay, you know what? If they have it, I'm getting it. And sure enough, this was the last one. I was like, okay, maybe it's a sign. Like, maybe I should just get it. I can't get it out though, unfortunately. We're just gonna rip the package. Oh, that hurt every fiber of my soul because I've never done that before in my life. But I am very, very excited to actually like play with this and finally have it. It's gorgeous. It was worth it. I'm not mad about it already. That was great. That sounded really sarcastic, but like I meant it genuinely. I also picked up from Tower 28 the hydrochloric acid spray. I almost bought the 4-ounce bottle, but I remembered that I'm flying and I can't take 4 ounces with me because I did not check a bag. So I ended up buying the 1 fluid ounce for like half the price. Not cost effective, but I'm intrigued and I wanted to try it. Not necessarily because my skin is bad, but I've heard that this can be really good for healing piercings, and I have a rook piercing that just doesn't want to do its job. It doesn't want to heal. So I figured I would go ahead and give it a shot, and if I like it, great. If not, it's only an ounce, so I probably won't take too long for me to use it up. But I am, you know, excited to actually be able to try something new to hopefully like let my ear do its thing and actually heal and be healthy. From Touchland, I finally, after, I mean, how long ago did these things become popular? But I picked up the Blue Sandalwood hand sanitizer, and I love sandalwood. There's like almost no product in here, but I was curious. I've used them before. I do like the smells. I do like how like easy they are. Was it, you know, does it make more sense than just buying like a bottle of like small hand sanitizer? No, but I wanted it, okay? And honestly, I'm happy that I have it. I do a lot of traveling and it fits well in a purse, so I'm excited. And then lastly, I picked up 2 of the mini body mists from Fleur. These are, yep, they're both 3 ounces, so we are good to go as far as traveling is concerned. But for like spring, summer, because honestly, I smelled the vanilla skin, so I guess we're going different direction. I smelled the vanilla skin and I really, really liked it, but I was like, as much as I love vanilla, is this something that I want year round, or is this more of like a fall winter for me? And I decided that while I could definitely wear it year round, it's a little bit more of a fall winter for me. So as I was like, okay, which scent do I want? This other one, Moonstone, also stood out to me, and so I decided to get both of them. I shouldn't have done that, but honestly, can't tell you I'm mad about it. This smells so good. They both do. The top notes of the Moonstone is green, apple, pineapple, and black currant. The heart notes are lemon zest, mandarin orange, jasmine, and geranium, and the base notes are sandalwood, vanilla, and amber. So super yummy. And then for vanilla skin, the top notes are pink pepper, pink apple, and sugar crystals. The heart notes are lily, jasmine petals, and cashmere wood. And the base notes are benzoin, vanilla, sandalwood, and agarwood. So I am very, very happy with that. Yeah, I'm excited to play with some makeup. I mean, I'm excited to play with some makeup. I didn't really buy a lot of makeup, but I'm just excited to like have things that I've been interested in, you know what I mean? Not that I, you know, haven't spent a ton of money recently. If you've watched my Sephora haul from the Sephora sale, you know that I have. I don't know what's going on with me this year. Like the last 2 years I've been like so great about no buys and like my low buys. And this year I'm just really not killing it. But I also think that this year I haven't been super strict with myself, and it's kind of been like, you know what, if that's going to make you happy and you're going to enjoy it and use it, and it makes sense for your life, go ahead and do it. And so that's kind of the purchase that I've been making, and I'm happy. You know, I'm fortunate enough that I don't have a ton of bills as far as like my income to like outgoing, you know, goes. It's just me and the kitties, you know, like I don't have kids. I don't pay a mortgage. Like I have rent, but it's nothing crazy like that. And so I do have a little bit of disposable income, and if this is what's making me happy, I'm still saving well. So like nobody needs to be like, but make sure you're saving. I'm saving very, very well. But you know, if this is what I have left over and this is how I want to spend my money because it's going to make me happy and it's products that I enjoy and want to try, then that's what I'm going to do. But yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on that. I always go back and forth about like, you know, whatever. But at the end of the day, like, I don't know, I'm happy. I'm not doing anything like exorbitant. I mean, the last few hauls have definitely looked that way, but I mean, I haven't spent money like that in literally like years. Like we're talking like 2019, like years. So I'm okay. Again, the products that I bought recently, I've really, really liked. So I feel like at least if I'm like thinking through my purchases, that's different than, you know, oh, like, what is this? What is this? What is this? Sometimes it's like, oh, I kind of want to see what this is. But I'm like this, want to see what it is, but I thought through it as well. Like it's something that's been on my radar. So yeah, that is pretty much everything that I went ahead and purchased. I don't know how up to date I'll be with the next couple of days. Tomorrow is Saturday and my siblings have their confirmation. Hello again. If I'm in a different position, it's because I had to move. I got a phone call. I don't remember what I was talking about. Yeah, so tomorrow is my siblings' confirmation, and then I might be going to my uncle's baseball game, and then my sister has a performance tomorrow night. So that's kind of just what my plan is. So I think that I'm probably going to wrap up this vlog here. I hope that it all goes well in the editing process. I have no idea what this is going to look like, what it's going to be, you know, like I just don't know what the plan is. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for hanging out with me and just chatting and talking about life. Yeah, I'm excited to kind of see how my next months go as far as my job search and, you know, actually moving back across the country. Yeah, that's kind of it. So if you enjoyed the video, I'd appreciate you a thumbs up down below. Leave a comment if you feel inclined to. So if you want to see more of me in the future, go and subscribe down below as well. That being said, have a great rest of your day, night, wherever, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.